I just did 100K on TikTok in the past 30 days, and here's a screenshot of just one day on TikTok Shop. And on the flip side of things, I have done over $1 million in revenue with Shopify dropshipping in 2023. And here's a screenshot of my most recent store from 0 to 500K in just 60 days. If you're new to this channel and you don't know who I am, my name is Leighton, and I recently just graduated college, and I've done ecom full time. I've been doing e-commerce for the past 6 years, and I can finally take it seriously. And my entire YouTube channel is just a documentation of my current stores and what I'm currently doing in the industry, and I get to document it on this YouTube channel for your entertainment and your education. So I really hope you guys like this content and hope you can use it into your business and start seeing the results. That's ultimately what this channel is for. With all that being said, let's jump into this video where I'll talk about TikTok Shop versus Shopify dropshipping. Let's go. All right, first of all, you need to understand that TikTok Shop is not Shopify dropshipping at all. They're actually completely different things, and Shopify isn't even involved with TikTok Shop. They are completely two separate things, two different entities. They are not alike. It's very important that you guys understand that. To separate the two, you have to understand the business model of dropshipping and understand the cash flow of dropshipping, right? Everyone likes dropshipping because essentially you pay for the product after you sell it on your store, right? You sell it on Shopify, you get the revenue, and then you use that revenue to buy the cost of goods sold. And TikTok Shop is actually the complete opposite. It's not dropshipping at all because you actually have to send the product to the customer within 3 days, and the customer has to receive it, and then and only then 7 to 14 days after delivery you actually get the payout. So it's actually completely backwards from dropshipping, and that's why they're completely two separate things, and they are completely different from each other. The cash flow with dropshipping is way more easier to maintain, whereas on TikTok Shop the cash flow is very negative, and you're not going to see your returns until 7 to 14 days after delivery. But remember, it's just a constant cycle of selling more product, shipping them out, and waiting 7 to 14 days for that payout. So it's actually a constant negative cash flow, especially if you're shipping from China, because it's even longer shipping times compared to USA brands, where they're able to send their product out in 3 to 5 days, then wait the 7 to 14 days and get their payout. It's a lot easier for them. And you have to understand that TikTok Shop has their own set policies that are very, very strict. And in a sense, they can control your business and have more control over your business. In fact, your customers aren't your customers. They're TikTok Shop's customers. You're just the middleman. And it's very important to identify the difference between that and whereas you make your Shopify store and you're the sole owner of that store and those customers are yours, all their information belongs to you. So I could talk about TikTok Shop policies for about an hour. So instead of going through that, I'm just gonna link down below the link to the TikTok Shop policies, and you can go and read through them for yourself and start to understand the rules, and most importantly, how to play by the rules before you start TikTok Shop. With these strict policies, you have to understand that TikTok Shop can and will hold your money. And I can say this through experience because one of my TikTok shops has been on hold for quite some time now, and I'm actually not sure when I'm gonna get that money. And all these gurus on YouTube and Twitter aren't gonna tell you the actual cons of TikTok Shop, but I can say that it has been a struggle to get these payouts, and TikTok Shop has all the right to hold your money if you read through the fine print. You know, you kind of sign your business away and let them control the cash flow, the flow of your cash. I know this all sounds negative, and I don't mean it to be that way, but I'm just giving you guys my experience with TikTok Shop. And it doesn't mean that it can't work. You very well can get TikTok Shop to work, but you need to play by the rules. And first of all, you need to understand the rules. You need to know what the rules are so you can play by them. And if you want TikTok Shop to work, your back end needs to be perfect. And what I mean by this is your customer service, your fulfillment times, and most importantly, your product quality. This all needs to be up to par, or else TikTok Shop is just going to suspend you and hold your money, and you're going to lose money because you're going to owe your supplier money that you can't get because it's still on hold. And that's just part of the business model, and your suppliers should know this if they're working with you with TikTok Shop. It's very important that you're both transparent with you and your customers and also your supplier, because your supplier is a very key important player in your business when it comes to TikTok Shop. Overall, this is making it harder for business owners to make it work, but what it's doing is it's making the shopping experience so much better for the consumer, for your customer. So although this is changing the industry up, I believe it's changing it for the better, because you're gonna have happier customers, you're gonna have more customers who trust TikTok Shop, and you're gonna have more customers who are actually gonna use TikTok Shop and just buy more products overall, so everyone can kind of eat at the table of TikTok Shop. So if you want to make TikTok Shop, you need to focus on long term because the cash flow is going to take a while for you to actually see that cash. So you need to focus on building your brand and focus on the longevity of that product in that store rather than just a quick pump and dump like most dropshippers do on paid ads. You run it for a couple months, a couple weeks even, and then you take all your money and you leave. That is not how it's going to work with TikTok Shop. It's a long-term game here, and long-term brands are going to be the ones that stick it out and make the most money with TikTok Shop, and the other people are just going to be left behind. Like I said earlier, if you want to ship from China, the biggest thing to make it work with TikTok Shop is your supplier. You need a supplier that you can trust, that you can communicate with, and that will ship your products within 3 days and get it to your customer at a reasonable time. I know it can be hard to find suppliers that are willing to do this, but lucky for you, if you work with me one-on-one, anyone who works with me one-on-one gets access to my private supplier who does all my TikTok shops for me and other clients as well, and you can communicate with them directly, know exactly where your product is, when it's going to be shipped, and most importantly, you can communicate with them and ask them questions throughout the entire process. If you want your supplier, just apply to work with me down below, and you get access to not just my supplier and other connections that will help your Shopify store, agency ad accounts, and customer service VAs, all of it. Anyone who works with me gets access to all my connections as well. So with all that being said, the best way to do TikTok Shop is to actually have your Shopify store running at the same time. You want to be having that cash flow of paid ads in the traditional Shopify dropshipping to help you fuel your TikTok Shop business. Treat it as two different entities, but use the same money to help your TikTok Shop since the cash flow is so negative when you start. I have made a lot of money with TikTok Shop. We did over 100K in the first 30 days, but unlike all these other gurus saying how it's so easy, I will straight up tell you guys that I have not seen that money yet. I just haven't touched the money because of the negative cash flow, and we're continuing to sell more and more products, so the money just rolls over. And yes, at the end of everything, you will get the money, but right now I haven't touched any of it because I'm constantly growing the business. Compared to Shopify dropshipping, you can actually get the payouts next day, and yes, you're reinvesting those profits into your Shopify store as well, but you still see and touch the money compared to TikTok Shop, where it's just a constant rollover cycle. And that is basically why TikTok Shop is not Shopify dropshipping, and I don't want people to think that you can dropship with TikTok Shop, because in reality they are completely different things, so treat them as such when you get started with TikTok Shop. Lastly, I just want to say that TikTok Shop is not beginner friendly, and if anyone's watching this and is just wanting to get into e-commerce, I do not recommend you starting with TikTok Shop. I think the idea of TikTok Shop is to take your brand into TikTok Shop, and it's really good for brands. If you're a USA brand, TikTok Shop is amazing. I just do not recommend it if you're a Shopify dropshipper and you want to take that same mindset over to TikTok Shop. Start from the basics, build your skills of building a business, an e-commerce business, run paid ads, keep doing your Shopify stores, keep building your stores, then transition to TikTok Shop when you have the right product and you're ready to brand yourself. All right, guys, that is it for this video. And if you want one-on-one help, just click the link down below and apply to work with me. We'll hop on a call, see where you're at, see your strengths, see your weaknesses, and put together a custom coaching program tailored to your needs. So I have a lot of students right now. I have a couple more spots open. Click that link down below and let's hop on a call. All right, if you guys enjoyed this video, all I ask is that you like and subscribe to this channel. It means a lot to me, and we're growing this channel up, and I want you guys to be there all the way and learn from my experiences so you don't make the same mistakes that I have over the past 6 years. All right, peace out. See you guys on the next video. Bye.